Okay, so the first thing you want to do is cut the thin part of the fish off. You can cook this separately or you can just lay it on top. Lemon, pepper, and just and then you want to get your prosciutto. So you want to be very careful when using prosciutto. Be very careful with it. Okay, I just wanted to let you guys know, if you cannot find prosciutto, you can absolutely use bacon, but make sure you're using the thin cut bacon, not the thick cut, because you want the bacon to cook this at the same time as the fish is cooking. Right there. You just want to be very careful when working with prosciutto because it can break up on you. Just very gentle. Now is just place your fish in the middle, and then I have a butter mixture that I made, and this is grass-fed unsalted butter, and I just put a very little bit of salt in here, black pepper, the zest of some lemon juice, red pepper flakes, some garlic, and some paprika. You can just eyeball depending on how much butter you're using. And then if you don't want the red pepper, if you don't want to have that spice in there, you can absolutely leave it out. And I'm just gonna place the butter on top of the fish. Make sure and check the description box below for the link to my other butter video, because I have a video that I show you how to make delicious compound butter. This is just going to really help keep in some moisture. This is, I would say, maybe about 1.5 tablespoons of butter. You can use as much or as little as you like. So then what you want to do is wrap your fish and be very gentle when wrapping your fish. Wrap it up like a little present. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid at all. And that is it. So let's go cook this up and I show you how I cook it. You can put more prosciutto if you want. If you want just, the entire fish to be covered all the way, but it's totally fine this way. I'm fine with it at least. And let's go cook this up. Okay, so once your skillet is nice and hot like this, you just want to give it a nice spray. And then with the fish, you just want to hear that sizzle and let it go for about a minute or so. Okay? Then flip it, and that's what you want to see, that nice color. Check it. Just maybe on the side, wait for about 30 seconds. Okay, so once it's nice and seared, you want to put it on a baking sheet in a preheated 375-degree oven for about 10 to 11 minutes. Okay, so in the same pan that has a lot of flavor in it from the butter and the fish and everything, we're gonna cook some asparagus. And you can see at the bottom of the asparagus there, when you buy it, that part is really tough. So you just wanna hold the top and the bottom and snap, and wherever it snaps, that part you throw away. That's no good, that's very chewy. You're not gonna be able to chew that. So you just wanna make sure and wash it and dry it really good and just drop it in the pan. You can absolutely add more butter to it. You can add some oil, whatever you like. And you're going to sear it on very, I would say, medium to high heat or high heat, because you don't want the asparagus to overcook and get mushy. You still want it to have a little crunch, unless you like mushy veggies. I don't like mushy veggies. I really like a little snap in my veggies. So you want to just leave it alone, let it do its thing, and get nice and brown and delicious. Okay, so you see those brown bits on the asparagus? That's what you want to see. So once you put it in the pan, make sure that it's on a nice uh, flat layer and nothing is overlapping, so each and every asparagus will get its chance to get really nice and charred and delicious and yummy. Oh my god, this is so good. So I'm just going to reinforce the flavors again and add a little bit of lemon pepper and some freshly squeezed lemon juice. The lemon juice makes the difference. It really helps you not use a lot of salt. So that is it. That is the delicious asparagus that we're going to pair with the sea bass. So good. I can't stop eating it. It is so good. Oh, look at it. Look at that prosciutto. It is so good. Still going to my mouth. So good. Please, if you don't have prosciutto, or if you cannot find prosciutto, what you can do is use like very, very thin bacon. You don't want to use the thick cut bacon, because what's probably going to happen is that it's not going to cook really well in the oven, because this fish took about 10 minutes, 11 minutes in the oven. So it's a very fast cooking meal, so you don't want to use thick bacon. So what you want to get is the very, very thin bacon, and just wrap your fish up. And if you don't have sea bass, or you cannot find sea bass, you can use tilapia, you can use cod, halibut, whatever fish you like. What I would say though is, if you're using tilapia, you know the tilapia comes with like a very thick part and then a very thin part. So just as I did the sea bass, it's the same way you're going to treat your tilapia. So you cut the thin piece off and put it on top of the thicker part, because you want it to look, you know, pretty much uniform, and it's going to be a lot easier to wrap. Okay guys, so that was it. That was the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoy. Please give this recipe a try, because it is so delicious. I absolutely love this. I can probably eat this at least 3 times for the week for dinner, because it is so flavorful. It is like really, it is not even spicy. I put very little bit of red pepper flakes, and it just adds flavor to the fish. So I really do hope you guys give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.